Hi, everybody. I'm Robin, and these are my reflections. Today, we're here to talk about Wild Dreams Animal Oracle by Kelly Sullivan Walden. The artwork in this one is by Lisa Desamini, and this is a new release from her. I think this might be her newest deck. I know I got Luminous Humanist a year or two ago. I think this one came out after that. It might have come out before though. I'm not sure, but it's fairly new. It hasn't been out more than 2 years, and I just picked it up from the Llewellyn sale that they had a few weeks back. And I've been using it since it got here. I like ripped it open and started using it. I love a Kelly Sullivan Walden deck. This is my fourth one. Like I said, I have reviewed Luminous Humanist here on the channel, so I'll pop that up in the cards for you if you would like to see my thoughts on that one. But this one says, empower the freedom within. The enigmatic beings of this vibrant oracle are here to rouse the parts of you that yearn to howl, soar, roam, and weave an inspired life. Engage with their teachings and let your instinctual wisdom reveal your intuition, confidence, and sense of purpose. By delving into your inner wildness and embracing the magnificent creatures of your dreams, you will awaken your courage, connect to higher guidance, and come to realize your true untamed potential. So we have 44 cards, 132-page full color guidebook. This is published by Blue Angel Publishings. I picked this up from Llewellyn because Llewellyn distributes Blue Angel decks in the United States where I live. Inside of the box, and this is a typical Blue Angel style deck. It's one of the smaller ones. They have like couple sizes now. This is the more narrow, but same height. And so you have a lot of extra room in the box. So usually I put crystals in to keep it from jarring around, but because this one is so small, I needed bigger crystals. But I just put a couple of, I don't know, a couple of stones that felt good. So I put one for grounding. This one is good for dreams. And then I just put a piece of blue opal in here because it felt right. So that's that. Nothing to do with the deck, but do you guys put crystals in your decks? I do it all in my Blue Angel decks just because there's always space in there. So this is an animal deck. And what I've done here is I've pulled out the cards that I feel might be a little bit of a jump scare for anybody. If you're like me and you don't like bugs, I pulled out all the bugs. I'm going to show them, but I'm going to show them first, and I'm going to warn you before I show them. So I just put them upside down like this so I don't scare anybody. Right, so I like a Kelly Sullivan Walden deck. I'm a fan. And I think that this one probably feels very so there's that dream element. She does do dreams. That's her thing. She writes books, she does decks, she's the dream chick, right? Her stuff is also quite grounded, even though it's based in this sort of dream realm. And this one is about being your passionate best. So this has a little bit of fire to it because it's about passion and developing that part of yourself. So I like this deck. I think it's fun, and it's really getting me right where it's giving me what I need at the moment. So I've been using it pretty much every day. So you can take a look at what's in the deck there in alphabetical order because I'm not going to show them in alphabetical order because I've been using them. And then this is just some of her cheeky chapter titles here. So the women who run from the wolves. I like the way she writes. Okay, so how do you survive the wilderness, become the wilderness? It's always a story that sort of something that happened that made her want to write this deck, basically. So these are some of the themes that she covers here. Express your feelings, move your body, run when inspired, rest when tired, take time for pleasure. These are things that animals do without even thinking, right? That we can learn from them. This Now is the Time chapter is really talking about what she is making commentary on by creating this deck. Why is she adding this deck to the conversation? And she says, the Oracle deck is timely and crucial because humanity is at a crossroads. Technology has served us well, and many of us have more virtual friends and all of that, but we've become more sedentary and out of balance than any other time in history. In fact, our butts have never experienced such deeply ingrained chair marks. In the Western world, so many of us are sick, depressed, medicated, addicted, in therapy, in debt, and unhappy, yet we've never had more of the stuff we claim we want. We've meandered so far outside of our natural rhythm, and our connection to the tides, the moon, the land, and the animals are getting our attention the only way they can, in our dreams, where we are a captive audience. Via nighttime dreams, animals are swinging toward us on vines, running after us in packs, swimming with us in ponds, flying around us in V-shaped lines, on a mission to call us back to balance. and they're not taking no for an answer. The animals have had enough. This is about no more playing nice. This is it's a little bit of a butt kicker. Some of the stuff in this guidebook does kind of kick you, like kick you into gear. And she talks a little bit about that. And then how to bless the cards, a little bit about reversed cards. She says, if you pull it reverse, it could be a shadow aspect. It says, rejoice in the blessed opportunity to bring your power, genius, talent, energy that has been concealed into the light of your awareness. Basically, if you pull it backward or upside down. She's talking about working with the cards. You could do it upon waking. She talks about how therapists, coaches, or dream workers can use it. There's a couple of layouts here or spreads. And then there's Q&A, I forgot. She addresses the concept of good and bad cards, and she just says that they're all important and they're all valuable in some way. And then how can you work with the images? And she talks about the images speak volumes, and when you meditate on the image, you should pay attention to the part of it that stands out to you and how it makes you feel. There's a little sort of blessing for the deck from her. And then we're into page 36 before we get to the card meaning. So there's a lot of preamble there. You get the name and what's on the card. And then you get a quote for each card. You get the bat's message, which is like as if the bat is speaking to you, right? And then you get a meaning and a manifestation and then a mantra. So you get all of that for every card. Snake is the last one I pulled. And then in the back, it's just about the author. And if you'd like to read about Kelly Sullivan Walden, you can read there. Some other things that she's done. And that's it. So that's the guidebook. Very, very good. Very, very good guidebook. I always use it when I'm pulling cards from her decks. I always read what she has to say in the books. It's not a lot. It's only 2 pages or less. But so you can read it really quickly, but it's worth a look. It's worth a look. Some of her decks do have more than 2 pages, but I don't think this one, all of the cards are just 2 pages per entry. So it's definitely worth taking the time to look at, I think, in my opinion. So here are the backs. Very, very beautiful. This wolf howling at the moon, at a full moon. Lots of color energy in this one. The artist really, really leaned into these jewel tones, and they it feels like a dream realm. So like I said, we're going to look at these first. These are the cards that I said from the beginning. We have the insects first I put up, and then there's a snake and a crocodile bearing its teeth. So I put them here in no particular order, but the first 7 cards are going to be that. So if you don't like that, skip forward a little bit or just close your eyes. So we start with butterfly. It's time for radical transformation. Dragonfly, bring your reality to your dreams. Bee, buzz with the sweetness of your most golden life. Insect, honor the little things. Spider, weave your best dreams into reality. It's always got to be a spider. Snake, see, it's very snaky snake. Behold your sacred sensuality. I love the messages she wrote on the cards. They're very hard. They're very cheeky, and I'm here for them. So this crocodile I thought was a little bit ooh too. I don't know. It made me jump a little bit. Just take a bite out of your. So that's it for the nerve-wracking ones. Okay, so now we're just gonna take a look at the rest of them. The rest of these are all pretty cute. There are a few that are a little bit aggressive, but those are the ones that I felt like could make somebody jump, If I missed one, I'm so sorry. So it says owl, see beyond the obvious. Horse, jump over obstacles that fence you in. Elephant, be large and in charge. Love that. I think that's the one that made me want to buy the deck. I love that. Be large and in charge like an elephant. And they're also very sweet. They're big, sweet animals, but they can also get, if they, if threatened or if they need to, they can stand up for themselves. And I like that about elephants. So chicken, you are the alpha and the omega, the chicken and the egg. With all of this red and yellow in the background. Coyote, expect the unexpected. Cat, stop trying so hard. You're always perfect. Mouse, be nimble in adapting to life's changes. Octopus, be flexible. Cow, move when moved. Skunk, don't make a stink unless absolutely necessary. Monkey, branch out, take a risk, and indulge your silly side. Rabbit, be your own good luck charm. I like that. Unicorn, reveal your true sparkle. Giraffe, hold your head high. Goat, trust yourself to climb high while remaining grounded. I love that. Wolf, indulge your soul's hunger. So, as you can see, these are some very, very positive, but also inspirational and a little bit pushy messages on these cards. It's like kick your ass into gear, you know? The tortoise is like make progress one step at a time. So that one's easygoing. But then you've got big cat, it's time to rule. So it's not just make progress, we're ruling the roost like a lion, you know? Frog, don't worry, be happy. Bird, like an angel, you fly when you take yourself lightly. Bull, hold your ground. So here we're taking ourselves lightly, and here we're holding our ground. I think that a lot of these, this is whale, are, they don't always feel like just, easygoing inspiration. Sometimes they feel kind of fiery, you know? And I think that's really good for my morning pulls or, just getting myself in gear in the morning. So I've been using it every morning pretty much. Eagle, fly on the wings of your higher purpose. Peacock, remember you are special, just like everyone else. Oh, I think I missed one. Fox, follow your cleverness. Squirrel, prepare for the future while playfully enjoying the present. Gorilla, take the lead as the gentle giant you are. We've got green here for heart chakra. Dog, be loyal to those who are loyal to you. Lots of blue in this one. And red, grounding and speaking your truth. Deer, honor your sensitivity as your greatest strength. This one is green and yellow. Pig, you've got plenty, so share the wealth. And this reminds me of like, piggy banks and things like that. And yeah, fish, dive in, prosperity is flowing. Of course, fish represent, and I mean, she doesn't stray away from the meanings of any of these animals. I feel like most of us, when we see fish, we think prosperity. You see pigs, you think plenty, right? Or maybe you think greed. But either way, we're talking about the idea of whether we have plenty or not, right? Then hummingbird, do your part with love. Um, this is the idea of being a small bird in a big sky, kind of situation. So, buffalo, prosperity thunders through you. And we think about buffalo roaming. They make a lot of noise. They sound like thunder coming when they're running. So, she's not like, outside of the box here. But I don't know. I just really have been enjoying the messages I've been getting. Dolphin, flow with the ecstatic tides of life. And we know that dolphins they always seem happy. Shark, be fierce. This one is a little bit of a woo. Maybe I should have put that with the crocodile, huh? Sorry about that. Bat, the more you love the mystery, the more it reveals its secrets. I like that too. All right, so let's shuffle and take a look at the guidebook. So the size of this card is this is the Mother Mary Oracle. It's a typical Blue Angel size. You can see it's the same height, just they're a little more narrow, and up against a typical tarot size card. This is the size. So they're taller and more and wider than a tarot. Good bit taller, just a little bit wider, and here's the normal Blue Angel. So they're the same height, but a little bit more narrow. So that's the size of the cards. I'm not sure why Blue Angel has changed their size on some of the decks and some of them not. But I don't know. I kind of like this size. I just wish they would make the box a little smaller because at this size they move around more in the box. And with the other ones, they don't. So for me, because they're so long and my hands are small, I shuffle sideways like this. The cardstock is their buttery matte. It's the smooth buttery. It's their smoother cardstock, so it's not as sticky as their older stock. You can see it's much smoother, and but it's still that satin butter matte that they've been so famous for over the last few years. And no edging. Let's read a card. Ooh, mouse. Yes, let's read for the little mouse. Here it is if you'd like to read it for yourself. All right, so it says, Mouse, be nimble in adapting to life's changes. And the quote here is, the quicker you let go of old cheese, the sooner you find new cheese. Spencer Johnson. Mouse's message. Have you been feeling restless and full of undirected hurry, scurry, worry, and flurry? Never fear, I'm here to ease your overwhelm by encouraging you to hold up and try working solo for a while. While the rest of your pack hunts for cheese in all the traditional ways and places, your solo quest might lead you to unique ways of finding the loot you've been hungering for. Take the time to become stealthy by burrowing into the unseen world, even if you have to don a coat of invisibility for a while. When you're ready to emerge into the light at the end of the tunnel, you'll pop your head out and be delighted at the wisdom, aka food for thought, you'll discover for yourself and share with your pack. Meaning, if you dream of mouse, consider it a sign of wealth and success. Despite the bum rap mice get in many cultures, mouse is mighty and comes bearing the strategy of survival to help you in business or relationships. Via resilient resourcefulness, especially during times of challenge, just remember if you've been feeling trapped in a corner, regardless of your size, stature, or place in the world, when you take care of the little things that are under your control, one day you'll discover they'll add up to making a big difference. Manifestation. Because Mouse is connected to the earth element, it's here to help you become more grounded. Take an exit ramp off the rat race, even only for a day, hour, or minute. Simply turn off your phone or computer, sit on the ground, walk barefoot in nature, or tend to your garden. These simple acts that, like Mouse, are so easily overlooked can go a long way toward infusing you with mightiness. Mantra. I can do great things in this life, one teeny tiny step at a time. Yeah, so I like the way the guidebook is laid out. There's different sections, and you can actually use this for, if you want to just look up the meaning of what it means to dream about some of these animals. If you dream about one, you can just use the book. You don't even have to use the cards, or use the book and then find the card and put it up on your desk to remind yourself of your dream for the day. Great way to think about using the cards as well. I haven't used them in that way. I've been just using them to pull like a card a day, and I've been enjoying my little message for my little animal friends, but that's a way to use them as well. So let's look at a couple of pairings. This is the Alma Latina Tarot, or Tarot Alma Latina, by Eugene Vinitsky. You can buy this one on their website or on Etsy. I think they're, what are they called? Tarot Mania, I want to say. Yeah, Tarot Mania. So there's a very natural rustic element to the deck that I think goes nicely with this, even though what we have here are digital drawings, and then here I think it's more like a photo manipulation thing. I'm not exactly certain, but I think these are manipulated photographs. So if they're not, they're very, very well captured. Very well captured. So this says, the big cat, it's time to rule with the moon and strength. So that's good. We have shark, be fierce with the chariot and the emperor. Look at that. The chariot and the emperor came up with this shark. And the chariot is on the water in this one with the shark. So that's great. Yeah, this deck really these like each other. Maybe because I've been using them together so much. So they're kind of like learning each other's language. All right, so we have the world and the hermit with honor your sensitivity as your greatest strength. Maybe you need to recharge, but don't think of it as a weakness, you know? The Four of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune, be large and in charge. And let's just do one more. High Priestess with the Empress with horse, jump over obstacles that fence you in. So that is the Alma Latina. The deck that came to mind when I first started using this one is this Magical Dogs Tarot. Kelly Sullivan Walden, sometimes, like I said, she mixes the energies, right? So you've got dream stuff, which can seem very woo, very up in the air, very maybe even star seedy sometimes. But she somehow manages to bring it down to what we're doing here in real life, bringing it down to earth, right? And I feel like this Magical Dogs Tarot has that same energy where it's magic, but also it's very earthy and grounded. So I thought, let's try these together. And I actually like them. Now, this artwork isn't as bright and vibrant as this one, but I thought they worked. So let's take a look. All right. So we have the Five of Swords with the Seven of Wands and Goat. Trust yourself to climb high while remaining grounded. So we have the Seven of Wands up here on this higher vantage point, but it's like stay grounded, don't get overwhelmed with the fact that you're standing up here or that you're defending. It's like a remember what you're fighting for kind of situation, right? Remember why you're on this journey. We have the Sky Puppy, which is the Page of Swords, the Six of Sky, which is the Six of Swords, and then hold your head high. Revel in your true sparkle, the Unicorn, with the Sun and the Eight of Swords. Look at that. And then one more. Look at this cute chihuahua, so adorable in a little sweater. Be loyal to those who are loyal to you with the Nine of Swords and the Chariot. Yeah, so I enjoy using these two together. I think I've been using Alma Latina the most, but these work well as well. If I just want to use it to do a quick morning pull with one card, one main energy, and then two tarot cards, like a do well, do better kind of spread, something like that. So that is the Magical Dogs Tarot. A deck that came to mind immediately when I started looking at this was the Under the Oak Tarot. Now, I haven't tried these together yet. I don't know why, because it was literally the first deck that I thought of when I started thinking of pairings for this deck. But I haven't tried them together yet. So we're going to see right now how they fare. Let me just give it a quick shuffle. I think the reason they came into my mind is because they are both kind of brightly colored and they both live in this dreamy forest realm. So I was like, yeah, let me try those. And I never did. So we have Monkey, branch out, take a risk, and indulge your silly side with the Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. Let's see. Hummingbird, do your part with love with the Ace of Swords and the Star. There's a lot of blue. I like all that blue. It's pretty. The Owl, see beyond your obvious with the Page of Cups and the Knight of Swords. Interesting. The Emperor and the Five of Pentacles with Skunk. Don't make a stink unless absolutely necessary. Okay. I don't know. Like sometimes I feel like I like it, and sometimes I'm like, no, it doesn't really. I thought they felt like they might have lived in the same world, but maybe this is a little too dreamlike and this is less. So it does feel more grounded because of the animals, I think. Like this is supposed to be some kind of a snake, I guess, but it doesn't feel like a snake. You know what I mean? So maybe the animals are too almost mythical for it to work for me. Um, I don't, yeah, maybe that's what it is. It's too mythical. And the images here, even though they play with the backgrounds and the colors and all that to make it kind of look dreamy, it does feel next to this very realistic. So it's kind of messing with my head a little bit. So I don't know if I like this, but you have to let me know what you think of this. Would you pair these two? Maybe it's just me, you know? The colors definitely work. So let me know in the comments below. Last up is the This Might Hurt Tarot. This is the mass market edition, which I do believe is different from in the coloring from the indie if you have it. But I think these might look nice because I think the color scheme is similar. So let's just see. Now, again, I wonder if this is going to be another problem that I'm having with how realistic this looks. I normally don't care, but that other one really threw me off. So now I'm like, huh, maybe I need more illustrated, or maybe I need something more collagey looking. But no, this is fine. I don't mind this. I don't know, it might have just been that pairing. I don't know. You have to let me know what you think. So here we have Crocodile. Take a bite out of your fear with the Tower and the Seven of Swords. Look how he's running from the the characters in this Might Hurt Tarot are so busy. Like I love how they're moving, how they are looking this way, looking that way, interacting with other things. I think that this deck really works really well when you're reading with directionality or just, thinking about the way the characters are moving on the cards. This one works really well for readings like that. Snake with the Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. And the message on the snake is behold your sacred sensuality. And here's the Lovers with follow your cleverness and the Nine of Pentacles. We'll just do one more. Two of Cups with the Hierophant. And remember, you are special, just like everyone else. I like that. Yeah, so we'll stop there. So those are my thoughts on this one. I have really been enjoying this. So I think I might be a little bit biased on this because I have and enjoy pretty much all of the decks that I have from her. I love. I don't think so. I have Hero Journey Dream, love it. I have what else do I have? I have and have been using the Dia de los Muertos Oracle for the past month and a half. Love that one. Have no intentions of putting it away anytime. Well, I might put it away after this month. I have the Luminous Humanist, which I've done a walkthrough of, like I said, and now I have this one. This is 4, and I love them all. I love them all. So so yeah, I'm probably biased, but yeah, I enjoy this one. It's been giving me great messages, make it kind of helping me find my power, and like she said, take stock of the things of where I am when it comes to being a person on this earth, being connected with the planet that I live on. So, and my natural instincts and the things that maybe I'm suppressing, and what I can do better throughout the day to make sure that I am just kind of living my best life. And like if I would have gotten something like this 5 years ago, I probably would have been like it wouldn't have been so potent for me. It would just been a nice pretty deck, that's giving good advice. But here where I am in my life right now, this hit me. This is like exactly what I wanted to hear. So, and it's what I need to be doing, and it's woken up that in me, So I feel this was perfect for me to pick this up when I did. I'm glad that I waited until I did pick it up so that I was able to actually have the time to like really work with it. So that's good too. So those are my thoughts. This cow is my homie. I like him. I like I like the way he looks at me. We're feeling like he's like my new friend. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, you can subscribe. I release videos every few days regarding tarot and oracle, and I would love to have you. Links in the description box below where you can pick up this deck and any other deck you saw here today if you want one for yourself. Love to hear in the comments below what you think. And until I see you next time, stay safe and be blessed. Bye-bye.